Hi everyone, welcome to another video. I hope you guys are enjoying a really good weekend with a good community day and with the battles. This is another video about Blastoise. I'm using the same team. Sorry, it's going to be the same team. But the 3 days I've been using this team, I only had like one negative set. That was 2-3. Most of my matches are 3-2, 4-1. I even get some 5-0s. So I feel like this team is really working and I want more people to know about it. I normally use a loaded mark as my safe swap. Sometimes also Hypno, depends on the team combo. And today we're featuring some of the best matches from today and yesterday. And I want to show you guys how I work with this team. I have a lot of losing lead as well. I met a lot of Lapras, that is not the best lead. Electric type has been on the rise these days, so it's nice to show you guys how I overcome them. And we'll get into the battles. Blastoise, oh my god, I can't stress enough how good Blastoise is. It's just absolutely amazing. It's kind of like Lapras. It's not as bulky, but it has better move, and it has very decent bulk as well. So I just wait for this battle to finish. That was a really good match as well. And we'll get into the next one. So on my Blastoise, I'm running Hydro Cannon and Scarbash. A lot of mark the typical moves, Snarl, Dark Pulse. Okay, the first matches. Wickedy tough again. So I really like this matchup. I just go straight Hydro Cannon. Sometimes they will set the second one on the Lapras, which happened to me before, so you need to be aware of that. But normally you should be very close. Yeah, that's what it did. So they swap on the Hydro Cannon on the Lapras, which is really bad for me. I'm also a little bit slow on the swap on the Hypno. But Confusion is chunking away, and I'm just going to bait with Fire Punch because I think they want to. And now they come back with Wickedy Tough. This Fire Punch is going to put it really low. Wickedy Tough has a move, so I'm going to show this one because my Blastoise is really low, and Charm is going to chomp quite a bit of my mark. So there's a Marowak in the back. I'm just going to come in with my Alola Mark. As long as they don't have Fire Blast, it will be fine. But I'm also preparing to sack my Blastoise in Chime. But they release right away, so it's not a Fire Blast. Normally when I do this matchup, like what I do here, after they release the move, after I got off a Dark Pulse, I'll switch into Blastoise right away, in case it was a Fire Blast. So Rapidash is one. Really great match. They counter swap into Lapras, so I get off Hypno right away. I can tank a Surf. And I just go straight for Shadow Ball because I want to get a shield. And I do, which is amazing. I think I shield this one. I'm trying to go for the Fire Punch because Confusion is really, really chunking, and this will get it really low. They do not shoot this one, which is not great, but I think it's worth to win the switch. And I did. Because Rapidash has such a good... Because my Blastoise has such a good matchup with Rapidash, I want to make sure I gain switch. At the moment, it's a little bit shaky. But they made a mistake of swapping in the Rapidash, so now I can completely farm this down. I can take 2 Joran, I can take 3 Flame Charge, and my plan is to farm it all the way down with no, without using any shield. And I did just that, barely, but I have 2 Hydro Cannon. That is how good Blastoise is. Like, Order Gun is such a good move. Great energy, great damage. And now I have 2 Hydro Cannon. And now I only have to get to a Sludge Wave to get over the mark, which I have already stored on my mark. So that's a really good game, but my opponent threw the game a little bit with the Rapidash swap in. Next match. Blastoise. Okay, it's a losing lead. We have to get out of it right away. I switch into Alola Muck. And we're met with Lapras. I go for Sludge Wave first, because Lapras normally don't show the first one. There we go. And they are a little bit more than the Surf right now, but I know it's not a Scald, so I can tank one. I'll get to a Dark Pulse, and this will KO if they don't shield. And they do shield this one. And I know they're throwing this one, I decided to let it go. What happens is like Blastoise is so good with energy. So my plan is to farm this Lapras all the way down. And because Lapras resists water gun damage, that means I get to farm so much energy on this Lapras. And now I have more than one Hydro Cannon already. I'm going to release this one and swap into Hypno right away. And I caught the move. I'm going to show this one because I'm anticipating a swap. And I get my Fire Punch. This is going to pretty much KO. And they have a Haunter in the back, so it's GG. But normally I like to shoot my Hypno because there might be a Alola Muck in the back or a Alola Marowak in the back, so I want to preserve a little bit of health. Okay, Lapras again. If it's a Water Gun, we get to the Scald at the same time, and normally I will CMP, but now I know it's a Surf, and I can easily tank a Surf. So I'm gonna release the Scald Bash. I try to get a shield, and I do. That's amazing. And now that my attack is boosted, I can tank this one and farm down a Lapras. That is so crazy. I farmed down this Lapras completely. I have a move on. That is absolutely amazing. And they come in with a Alola Marowak, which is crazy. And look at that. My boosted defense allows me to get to another Hydro Cannon on this Marowak. And now we're up 2 shields with switch advantage. I normally shoot the first one in case it's a Fire Blast after 7 Fire Spin, and now it's just a Bone Club. And this will KO the Alola Marowak, sorry. And what's in the back? They have a Snorlax in the back. I need to get to this. I decided to shield this one because Sludge Wave does more damage. It'll put Snorlax really low, and I can swap into Hypno just to confusion it down. Because I don't have to shield anything from the charge move, and confusion is going to do enough to chip away. So that is a really good game. I don't really know why they came in with Marowak. Maybe they think they can farm down, but Blastoise after Scald Bash, the defense is off the roof, just crazy. Okay, Machamp. They outpace Blastoise to the first charge move, but I can survive this cross chop. And I will get this Hydro Cannon, then we get a shield. It's a losing matchup, so getting a shield from me is good enough. I'm going to come back with Hypno. For sure this is Rock Slide. Rock Slide will do more than half, so I have to shoot this one. And I'm almost at a Shadow Ball, so I'm not afraid even there's a Alola Marowak, and that's a Snorlax. So I'm gonna chip away and switch into Muck. I'm gonna tank this Body Slam. I get to another Fire Punch. This will get Snorlax really low. And I know they don't have an Earthquake. Super Power doesn't do that much, and now they have Alola Marowak in the back. Even shield scenario, I still have a little bit health, so this should be enough to take it over. They are almost at 2 Bone Club, but they don't have that one, so this is the Shadow Bone me. That means they have Shadow Bone and Fire Blast. If they have Bone Club, I think I will lose that one. But there's been a trend of double nuke Marowak, which is also really strong. Okay, Clefable is a little bit tricky because Charm does a little bit more. I still get the 200 cannon, but I do have the shield once. But they don't shield this one. That means that if I shield this one, I can farm down completely, which is a better plan for me because I do like to have more energy. And this swap into Snorlax. I'm gonna dump this Hydro Cannon and switch into Alolan Muck because I want to avoid the charm damage from Clefable. I'm going to overfarm this a little bit, so I have a little residual energy for the Clefable comeback. Clefable is really low though. I get another Dark Pulse. And I get 2 shield. And now I think, okay, I'm gonna let this go and come back with Hypnotic, start farming energy. And Clefable's comeback, that means something in the back is really weak. I made a mistake of clicking Fire Punch. Shadow Ball will do more damage because I thought that was a PG out. You can't use a Shadow Ghost move on the normal type. But because this Aerodactyl is made of paper, so it's quite easy to be Confusion down. But that was another showcase of how strong this team is. Okay, next match. Okay, Graveler. Another losing lead, but the funny thing is that Water Gun is doing more damage to Graveler than Valswitch to me because it's also part Rock type. So I'm perfectly fine of shooting once and staying this matchup a little bit longer. I do want to catch the other Rock Blast on Hypno, but I wasn't able to. This thing is very, very glassy, so I can Confusion down. I get more energy on this one, and there's Clefable, which is really good for me as well, because now my Alolan Muck get to avoid Clefable. I'm just gonna keep Confusion down and putting some pressure with my Fire Punches. And they swap into the Marowak. My clock is not up yet, so at the moment it's not looking super great. They are more than a Bone Club, so I'm always preparing for a potential Fire Blast, so I am going to shoot this one. And it's just a Bone Club. So now I know I just have to get to a Dark Pulse. Get another one. They have a shield. This is a Bone Club. And I think I also try to do something fancy here. Yeah. I'm trying to just make them throw energy, but end up working perfectly because Water Gun damage is so good that I actually finished both. So happy with Blastoise on this team, just absolutely killing it. Okay, Alolan Sandslash. Okay, PG up. I'm not gonna swap out because I'm ahead of energy, and Hydro Cannon puts so much pressure. And I know that I just want to get a shield first. And my plan is to try to get much energy on this matchup without committing too much shield. So I have more than one Fire Punch already. I overfarm a little bit, so I have to shoot that one, but thank God I did because that was a Brave Bird. And Fire Punch is going to almost KO the Sandslash, so I'm not really afraid. Alolan Marowak come in, and the Shadow Ball will take it really low, and they did not show this one, which is even better. So everything just kind of worked out perfectly in this matchup. But now that with the Alonans, they have to throw energy because they don't want to get hit by a Fire Punch. But I think they want to farm me all the way down, which is a good play. I can survive a Bulldoze, but I don't even have that one, so I know that I get this one no matter what. This Dark Pulse will not KO, but if they don't have Bulldoze, I still have a very healthy Blastoise in the back. So that's GG, good game. So I'm just really loving this team. Ninja Refugee, funny name. Okay, another losing lead. I swap into Muck right away, and they're staying in. I can tank the first move. it does quite a bit. But they come in with its own Blastoise, which is really interesting. I just want to get up as much move as possible, and I get a 2 Dark Pulse. The thing is, and they throw energy, which is even better. They could easily farm me down if they want to. And now I can come back with Blastoise. As long as I don't get hit by a Skull Bash, I'm perfectly fine not shooting anything. I'll get so much energy after this matchup. I'll have 2 Hydro Cannon for the Magneton. I have 2 Hydro Cannon and they cannot even tank 1. Okay, 1 shield down. I think they switch into PG out again. Okay. And I switch into Hypno. I have 2 shield. I'm really head on energy. I just have to farm this down and dump some move on the Magneton. I probably should have gone with the Fire Pound though. I went for the Shadow Ball because I thought that would KO, but I don't. But Confusion afterwards will. Maybe 2 Fire Pound was a better move, but it was a short game anyway. So you can see how much damage Blastoise can output with energy. That is just incredible. Okay, Dragonite. I never met Dragonite this season again, but I think that because they resist water moves, so I have to swap up. So I switch into Mud because I'll pace it. I just go straight for the Sludgery because I don't think it's a very tanky Pokemon. And then switch into their own Mug. My plan is to get the shields out of the way and come back with Blastoise and start farming the energy. So I think I get to another move. Yeah, it's just gonna chip away. But I get another shield, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm just gonna farm as much energy as I can with this one. I'm gonna commit a shield. I know there's a Dragonite in the back with no energy. And that is, they swap into Victory Bell, which is a big mistake. I'm gonna let this one go. They dump energy even better, more energy for me to farm. I'm gonna keep farming on the Blastoise. I'm gonna Skull Bash this thing. A neutral Skull Bash should be able to take this Dragonite because it's very glassy in the Great League. And that is just another amazing game. I just really love Blastoise in this meta. So good. Okay, Alola Muk, a really good meta for me. I'm a little bit slower than Alola Muk. They overfarmed, so there could be a Sludge Wave. But I'm always going down 2 shield in this one because I can come out of this one with Switch Advantage and energy. I know they overfarm, so this one might be a Sludge Wave, so I have to shield this one. And I know I can farm down after this. It looks crazy, like there's like a 30% HP. They let this one go, which is even better for me. And they have I swap into a Alolan Muk. I'm not sure why, but I can leave a drill run. I want to make sure I get the shield out of the way. And they stayed in because they want to win the switch. But I survived this one. And I get to another Dark Pulse. And I know that they're so low that either of my Pokemon can farm it down easily. I came back with Blastoise because I don't have to show anything. And there's a Alola Marowak in the back. So this is like, I'm going to swap into Hypno. Because if they farm me down, I have a Shadow Ball for my Hypno. It's also pretty bad. But they don't. And 1 Confusion away, this Beedrill is going to be gone. So another showcase of how strong Blastoise is. Okay, Beedrill. Interesting. Beedrill is really fast, but it cannot tank 2 Hydro Cannon. I'm gonna not show the first one. It's X Scissors. It's not a lot of damage, but it chips away. But I get one shot of the way, and I know I want to get 2 shield, so I'm shielding this one, and I'm gonna let my Blastoise go down, and come back with Hypno. So this Beedrill has energy, but even X Scissors doesn't do that much. Joran, that's about 30%, that's okay. Now I have energy on Hypno, which is amazing. Snorlax, pretty bad, but Alolan Mach wins Snorlax in 0 shield, so I'm going to swap in right away. And they have a Victory Bell, so I know that my Alolan Mach need to do 2 Sludge Wave, 1 at Victory Bell, and 1 on Snorlax. And this will be enough. I need to shield this one because it does more to me. And this Sludge Wave will almost KO. I can tank the Body Slam from here, even the Superpower. And this Sludge Wave will KO. This combo is, I normally don't do 2 videos of the same team, but this team is just so good. Okay. This is a Blastoise mirror match, and I think I played pretty badly. I was CMP on the Scarbash, and they shielded that one. I overestimated how much its damage would do to me, and I let it land, which is really bad, because now they get to farm me down with a lot of energy. And they're not going to shield this one because it doesn't do that much. It doesn't. It's like that's how I normally play on this side, and I feel bad about losing Switch. I'm gonna get hit by a look at how much Water Gun is doing to my Hypno. That's crazy. Water Gun damage is so nice. That Blastoise took away half of my team with a shield. That's just nasty. That's nasty. And 5 pound doesn't do enough, and they have a fighter in the back. This game is over. Unless I land this Sludge Wave, which I don't. That's about it. So this is enough for the Kanto Cup, and I'm really recommending this team. Blastoise is absolutely amazing. Alolan Mach, really solid. You do have to trade with somebody to get that below 1,500. And Hypno, Pokemon that you need to have for the Great League no matter what. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys enjoy the Kanto Cup. I'm not looking forward to the Catch Cup, but we'll see how that goes. Have a good weekend. I will see you in the next one.